Hi guys, welcome to Tall Girls KE. My name is Nyar-Malit.
And I am Noel Richter. It's lovely to have you guys on our podcast. You can find us on YouTube,
Spotify and SoundCloud for now. Karibuni sana. I wanted to ask you something to introduce the topic today. So recently we have our new, let me not say our vice president, but our almost vice president elect, Raila Omolo, who's running for president, eventually picked his running mate, and it is a female, Martha Karua. Like this is
Tumetoka mbali,
this is I know, like, just to think, America just did this recently, and we're like 55 years behind them. Yeah, we're like years.
I don't even feel like it's 55.
More than 50.
We are way further.
We are very far behind them, but
so,
like we are now here together, first female vice presidents for both of us.
Why do you sound like we've already voted? But
I
we
know.
haven't. It's a joy as women to be able to take up such space.
Yeah,
considering
we've come so
how far we've come from the days when we could barely vote. We could, I don't know. You guys, we weren't even allowed to walk around without men.
At least us, or like Muslims.
Even us.
I feel
there
like
was a time when women were barely like
we were properties of other people. We've come so far to where we're now going to be holding like such big like rooms and chairs, filling such big chairs, right?
Yeah.
But I was thinking, when I had this, I don't know, let me just say, when I had this at first, the first thing ilikuja kwa kichwa niko like, okay, I'm Martha Karua, but Martha Karua is like, I was like, yeah, it's like she's another man. I'm sorry. Like she is so hard. But now I was, let me just say, I didn't know so much about her. Most of the things I was just basing them on from TV, and also I had like people calling her like
Iron Lady.
Yeah, Iron Lady, the only woman, the only man in canoe, and she was almost the only woman, and the only man in canoe. So I had this. I was told, I was like, hey, but she's so hard.
Did you want her to be softer? Do you feel like if she was softer, she would still be able to take up that space?
I don't think so. But I asked myself, why was I even thinking like that?
Because as women, we are predominantly told you can't win as a woman. I think you just have to stop caring and basing like your achievements based on like, are they going to like me? Do I have to be softer? Do I have to behave like a man?
Yeah, do I have kids? Do I have a family to look like I'm...
What was shocking for me the most, because I thought we were like way further ahead. I would have taken that opinion from my parents, from my grandparents, but hearing young people like starting to question like, where is her husband? Bwana yake ako wapi? That office will be empty. She's just been given for the sake.
Yeah, I also felt a little bit it was for the sake, but after looking at her accolades, I feel like she deserves it. Like I don't think there's any other woman that I know right now in parliament that deserves this position like Martha Karua. She's worked so hard. She's been lawyer fighting for women. I don't know.
Constitution.
And she was defiant to Moi at one point. She was like, Moi was talking and she walked out because she was like, she was not feeling it.
Are you forgetting she swore Moi Kibaki in?
This woman has done amazing.
For me, I'm really not like a political person. I don't even know if I'll vote because my vote is the way in Kilifi. Siendi Kilifi to vote.
Yeah, if you vote, you can't be
for me, I'm
talking.
Just the joy of us being part of the conversation, you know, because we were never. Because come on, and the saddest bit for me is this. Now I feel like men are pushing that narrative for women are each other's own enemy. Because women are also the ones who are coming out to criticize her the most.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. For me, I don't get that perspective because the most interesting and diverse people I've met are women. So now I don't understand why a woman just... Come on, men have been occupying this space for so long. What have they done?
Is it like, is it the fear of change, or is it that we are so, we've been so acclimatized to thinking that women are supposed to be subordinates? You know, if you're too hard,
people,
you're like ruffling people's feathers or something.
I feel like people use that excuse for it's an African for a woman to be in charge. But if you look back at our history, women played roles. I mean, there's
Mekatilili Wamenza. Yeah, I just remember when I see a table, I just remember there's Mekatilili Wamenza somewhere.
We have the one who recently just the one whose dreads were shaved off recently, the Mau Mau fighter. She fought, like, women were part of the fight. So for you guys to sit there and say it's an African for women to take up space, it's an African for us to be heard.
Yeah.
You're really not African. You have to go back. You have to pick up a book. You have to read. Because women were in charge of things.
Now what? Okay. What? I'm trying to think. This is a really good move, right? We're just hoping she's going to go into office and like create more opportunities for us girls. You know, we want to feel empowered to see she to up, and then now we go back to.
And then what scares me with like this whole Martha Karua thing, people are like expecting her to do wonders. Like, she's not a magician.
But she can do. She will do her work. Me, what I know, she will do her work properly.
But she's not a magician, because I feel like they've put her like on a pedestal, and she's going to be judged harshly. But that's the saddest bit. She will be judged whether she succeeds, whether she fails. But I don't know. It's
no, when I say
not
this,
a win.
but is in that life? I feel like no one gets it no one gets it easy. You do good things, people talk about you. You do bad, people talk about you. I feel like sometimes, like me, easy these things that is usually women tunafikiriwa we are second. I'm a black people are thought of as second class or whatever
you don't
class.
Feel that way?
I do feel it, but I'm like I'm going to feel it till what point? You know, is it? Should I just be like, this is the norm, and we just move on? Or what?
No, for me, I think there's a saying I recently heard, and I think I'll live by it for a bit. There's a Rwandese saying, I don't know Kinyarwanda, so I can't say it in their language, I can only translate it, but it says, whoever did not want to be talked about did not make it out of the womb. I still have questions at the back of my mind.
Questions like?
Will they be able to bring the changes we want to see? Because currently in Kenya we need, I feel like it's high time we had like free pads for women.
Yeah.
Women also, I hope it also encourages women to stop just vying for women's rep, because I feel like that position was made to distract women from like getting proper positions. So yeah, there's that. I hope it encourages them. I hope.
But now I feel like there have also been guys trying to do these things for us, right? What is going to make her be the first one? Yeah, because she's a woman. I don't know. There are already like 500 men already. It's like already 99 to like 1%. So what nini tawafanya wamsikia? It's like her chair. I hope we are very happy about this. This is really good for women, but yeah, it is very tricky because I don't know if the guys are going to listen to her. Ama she's also going to get there and start doing her own things like everyone else has been doing it.
There's also that fear, because Kenyan leaders can disappoint you, and we are used to it, sadly. So there's that.
But there's also the point where we've never had a woman in such a position to do the things that she will be able to do for us.
Yeah, we've never had a woman be more than a minister, I think.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, tumefika yeah, that's wow, yeah.
And
Jeez. I
hope women are just not voting based on the fact that she's a woman. I hope we're reading their manifestos. We're reading what they're bringing to the table. Maybe the other team has more to offer for women even.
Let me just say, I have another bi guy at home. I feel like this Martha Karua being picked, this woman being picked, it has like changed so many people's perspective on how they were going to choose. I don't know. Not for it. Others are like, hey, me, I can't have a woman leading us. Like, what is this? I'll stick to the other side. And others are like, wow, this is going to give our daughters a better way to think about like things they can do. This is really good for Kenya. This is really good for women. I have a bad guy. He was on the other side, but that day when I went home, he was like, yo, Mimi, nime change njia. This is my password. Ameinua wamama wamefurahi. So I feel like
I hope
for
like that. Me, I'm a bit wary because I hope we're just not happy because a woman has been mentioned. Because there's that. Men like to give us positions to shut us up. Wewe nyamaza huko. So tumesema uko deputy. So I hope she actually has things that I hope I can read what her hopes and dreams are for us. What she's bringing to the table other than just the fact that she's a woman. Yeah. So I hope it's beyond her gender.
Wow, yeah. Let's hope.
Because this will either like kill it for us getting more positions or make room for us to have more positions. So, Martha, I wish you well. But I hope
we're already here. Like
it's not just because you're a woman.
No, we will read the manifesto. The people who are voting like me, we will vote with due diligence. But me, I already know the side I'm going to.
The Martha side.
Anyway, but not really because of her. But I know I just like this new leadership.
For me, I think I'll go to wherever I feel like.
She's already said she's not voting. She's not going to Kilifi. So what else she's telling us? You're going
to Kilifi.
So imagine I'm voting in Roisa.
Struggle.
Yes, are you students? We're coming back to Roisa to vote.
Yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you can sit down and you can read through their manifestos and make wise choices. And I hope it's not a token for us being women. I hope we deserve it. I hope we
deserve it and it's
do
a good
something
token.
with it. I hope it's just not a token, guys.
Yeah, this will be really, really, really good for us. And
So thank you for having us.
Guys, thank you guys for tuning in, having us. We're having them. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week on Monday, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.